case may be for you. Hadn't done one of these in a long while. So I figured while I'm sitting here in the dark, I'd go ahead and do one of these late nights with the Mutt. Not the Mutts, but just me. Mrs. Mutt is upstairs asleep. I'm just shooting the breeze here to see who might still be around. I know some of you have forgotten who I am, and some of you were just meeting me for the first time. I am the Celtic Mutt. I was at one time a hit piece channel. I've since changed that to being just about history, photography, things that interest me. My fiance and I, Mrs. Mutt, as I call her, until we get married next year, next May. And I do a show that is based around history on Wednesday nights at 8. This next Wednesday night will be Cryptids of Wisconsin. We did Cryptids of the LBL last, or week before last. Tonight, or Wednesday night, we're going to do Wisconsin, which Mrs. Mutt considers herself having come from there to some degree, because she lived there with her father after the divorce for a while. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're going. We'll do a couple more. We might do Cryptids of Virginia, because that's where we're at now. You'll see me fiddling with my glasses. Just I see I've got one other person in here. If they send a message, I'll put them back down so I can read it. Otherwise, there's a glare, and it's a little bit annoying. So, yeah, I just figured I'd pop on here. I saw that Steve Harloa had been on and had, excuse me, just logged off. So I didn't know if any of the people that were over there with Steve Harloa were still up and wanted to pop over here. I was just going to give them the opportunity to do so. Hello. Is that? Let me make sure I'm reading that. Claudia Jimenez. Okay. Hello, Claudia. How are you? Welcome to the Mutts American Mosaic. We cover a little bit of everything. Mrs. Mutt and I like to do a lot of traveling, so locally. I've often said that I can walk out my front door and walk right into history. I live in a historical area in the state of Virginia, and I'm not far from several other historical areas. And we slowly do shows like the Battle of Great Bridge and that sort of thing. So, and if you don't know what that is, you go find it on the... Can you turn that foyer light on, Alex? I need a little extra light, please. The foyer light. I'll turn it off when I go to bed. Thank you. There we go. That's a little better. We've also covered, this was on another channel before it got knocked down, some of the stuff down in Virginia Beach, that sort of thing. I also cover my life with hydrocephalus, and I'm just getting over colon cancer, so I cover my journey with that as well. So there's and then there's a lot of, if you look at the videos under Mutt's Celtic Mutt Photography, you'll see a lot of the videos of the local area. There's a lot on the channel, and there will be a lot more coming up now that I'm Not right now, no. No, afraid not. I'm getting over colon cancer and having had surgery. So no. I still have the colostomy, so I have to be careful. Thank you. Thank you, Gabe. But no, I can't do a front flip. That's not happening right now. Um, I've got 2 more surgeries to go. I was just really thankful to be done with the chemo. The chemo was driving me absolutely insane, to be honest. Just made me tired. And the steroids ballooned me up. I had just lost 50 pounds before I got diagnosed. And I gained all of that plus some back. But when I got on the scales today, I found that I had lost 9 pounds. So that's a start. And I'm thrilled to see that. I was almost as thrilled with that as I was being done with the chemo, to be honest. So, there's a little bit about old Mutt. I'm seeing a lot of new faces, and I'm thrilled to see a lot of these new faces. I don't think I've ever talked to Gabe before. Yeah, it's 2:28 where I'm at, here on the East Coast. I took a really long nap after coming back from. I, I, I actually have one. Once this gets taken out on Saturday, and what's in here is the last of my chemo. Once it gets taken out, I will be absolutely completely done. Yeah, I know it's 2:28. It's all good. That 4.5 hour nap in the middle of the day has got my sleep schedule upside down. But I wanted to pop on here for a little bit, show some love. I used to come on here at like 10 o'clock and stay on until 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I don't do that anymore. I don't even know that I'll run a full hour show tonight on here. I'm just on here shooting the breeze with y'all. We run out of things to talk about, or things that y'all don't have any questions that you want to ask, I'll cut it short. But I figured I'd pop on and, like I said, share some of the good news with y'all. We did do another cupcake tasting today, but I wasn't able to get that recorded. And I think we found the cake for the wedding. Or at least the bakery to make the cake for the wedding, I should say. And yes, we are doing a cupcake wedding cake. We're going to have, Mrs. Mutt and I are going to have a small topper cake. And it's going to be a little different than some of the cupcakes. So, it's 2:28 in the morning and everybody's behaving themselves. I'm impressed. I used to get beat up around this time. Hit by the haters, as it were, but a lot of them have gone away, thank God. So, if anybody's got any questions about anything that they've seen on the channel, yes, you will see a lot of our cats right now. We have 3 adults, a male and 2 females, and the male actually got to our 2 females just a day or 2 before we were going to have him fixed. So we ended up with 2 litters. So we currently have 11 kittens. So if anybody wants a kitten, by all means, go and check the Fur Babies channel. You'll see all of them. I've got my leg propped up now because I've got some swelling in my leg, or I'd walk over there and show them to you. But you can see all of them. In fact, we had the gray twins out. Yari and Nari were out earlier. Yesterday we had Fenrir and Hell out. They're the two all black, solid black twins. And we also had Loki's twins out earlier today. They look just like their daddy. Their daddy's at least part Norwegian forest cat, but he's tabby, and they look just like him. But yeah, you can see all of them either by going to the community page and looking at the pictures. I do have to do some editing on some pictures for Yarmagonder and Billy Beans, who we had out tonight. Billy Beans is the one that we're keeping because she is a gray tortoiseshell, Duluth tortie, which are very rare. You very rarely see a solid gray tortoiseshell, let alone a solid gray Duluth tortie. And by Duluth, it just means that her stripes are a bit lighter. So, like I said, if anybody wants a kitten, we're asking a small rehoming fee. That helps to cover the food that we're feeding them right now, and making sure that they've got their flea treatments and that, just the odds and ends things for them. But you can reach either myself or Mrs. Mutt if you decide that you would like to discuss getting one of the kittens. So that's kind of where we're at. $2.28, and there's 5 of y'all in the lurker log. I know somebody's got something that they would like to say. And yes, I'm aware that it's 2:28 in the morning. As far as what I've got left for the cancer treatment, I've got, sometime in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have a CAT scan done of the area where they removed the tumor and the surrounding area to make sure nothing else has popped up, which I don't think it would have after all that chemo. It is what it is. OP what? I don't know that I quite understand that one. Yeah. 2 more surgeries. One's an outpatient to have the port removed, and the other one will be the actual reconnecting of the colon to the rectal area. The reversal of my colostomy. Could you translate that for me, please? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Somebody has daddy issues? There's so much I could say to that, but I'll be good. I'll behave. Won't say a word. Popeyes is better. Yeah, I agree. Popeyes is better. 637. Y'all get me up to 637 views. Go for it. Get me up to 637 views and 637 subs. Help get my watch time up and my subs up. But if you're a troll, I'm gonna pass. Cause we're not about that. We're not about that life over here. Not that I ain't built like that. I can go that route. I just don't want to. This is not that channel. If trolls want to come troll, they can go over to the Truecelticmutt and troll away over there. When I pop on over there. But the Mutts American Mosaic is strictly chill. So. Imagine I ate lobster. I used to live over the border from Maine in New Hampshire. A little bay separated Maine from New Hampshire, and there's a restaurant there right there on the river that yeah, I could get back in the day I could get a $10 lobster dinner, fresh lobster, 2 sides, and a drink for $10. Yeah, nobody typing. They're all just listening. It's all good. You know, it's whatever. I got some workers, I'm sure, that are up there waiting for me to screw up. But whatever. Waiting for me to say something that they strongly disagree with. You know how I can tell? Because I've got 7 viewers and only 1 like. What about Red Lobster? You mean the fact that they've closed 50 locations around the country and they're talking about closing another 50 over the course of the next year? Because the only thing that they've got that's really any good are the Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you can actually get the Cheddar Bay biscuit mix here locally at our local grocery store, and they come out just as good. Yeah, we have a Whataburger. I don't love. A funny thing, you say I love Whataburger. I've never had it. We've got one here in town. I've just never had it. So no, I don't love Whataburger. I've never had Whataburger. We got Steak and Shake. I've never had that either. Five Guys. I don't like Jersey Mike's at all. 7-Eleven. Oh. There was a time. There was a time when I was younger, but I think my tastes have outgrown 7-Eleven. to be honest. Excuse me. I'm sorry you've never tried Whataburger or 7-Eleven. I'm not sure where you are. Do you even have 7-Elevens where you are? I don't think I've ever. We've got Five Below here, but I don't think I've ever been there, to be honest. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I've just never been in there. And like I said, we've got one. We've got several in the area. I've just never been to any of them. I don't even know how they're laid out. I'm actually closer to a Dollar Tree, to be honest. Or Family Dollar, excuse me. I'll have to give them a try the next time my fiance wants to go for burgers. She's had them, and she likes them, but I've never had them. Usually, if I go for a gourmet burger, I'm going to go with Red Robin. Alright, well, it has been a pleasure talking to you, Popeyes. Um, Feel free to sub. Um, and I will catch up with you all if you're 6, and I find out that you're really 6. I don't like kids on the channel. This this channel is not for children, so. But I'm gonna call it a night.